Francesca Evans from LymeOnline with your weekly update on the latest news, sport, weather forecast and what's on this weekend in Lyme Regis. Lyme Regis Library could potentially see its opening hours cut following a review of services. 2 stages of public consultation on Dorset Council's review into library services were completed just before Christmas. Lyme Regis Town Council said it was understood that there were no implications for the library in Lyme Regis and that no library would close as part of the review. However, a report recently issued to the Town Council revealed that it was Dorset Council's intention to classify Lyme Regis Library as a library as opposed to either a Library Plus or a Library Connect. This is Dorset Council's preferred model for Lyme Regis because the area has been identified as having a relatively lower level of community need than other areas, ranked 15th out of 23rd in terms of need. This new designation involves a different operating model than that currently employed in Lyme Regis. It could see opening hours cut from 20 hours over 5 days a week to 15 over 4, some covered by volunteers rather than paid staff. The Town Council has called for Dorset Council to at least retain the level of service currently provided in Lyme Regis or to improve it. The Town Council has agreed to request parking restrictions on several residential roads in Lyme Regis. Sidmouth Road, Spring Hill Gardens, Roman Road and Clappensell Lane will form the request, all roads which are inundated with visitors parking during the busy summer months, considered to be dangerous in some areas. Official bus stop markings will also be requested at the stop near to the Lyme Road and Clappensell Lane mini roundabout. The request will be put to Dorset Council after Town councillors expressed frustration with the unitary authority's slow progress on parking restrictions after previous meetings and walkabouts in the town, with some issues being reported as far back as 2018. A total of 85 arrests were made during December as part of Dorset Police's annual Christmas drink and drug drive campaign. Motorists were reminded of the potential consequences of driving while under the influence and the continuing effects that alcohol and drugs can have the morning after. The police also partnered with venues who offered free non-alcoholic drinks to designated drivers on nights out in the run-up to Christmas. In total, Dorset Police recorded 85 arrests during December, of which 57 were on suspicion of drink driving and 22 on suspicion of driving under the influence of drugs and 6 on suspicion of failing to provide a sample for analysis. Some drivers were arrested on suspicion of multiple offences. This was a decrease on the equivalent period the previous year that saw a total of 110 drink and drug drive arrests. The Lyme Regis volunteers responsible for operating the RNLI service in the town are inviting all to join them at an open meeting. At the meeting, you'll be able to learn more about the work of the voluntary lifeboat crew, beach lifeguards, the water safety team, as well as plans for Lifeboat Week 2023 and the latest report on the success of the RNLI shop in Lyme Regis. The meeting will be held at Lyme Regis Football Club on Thursday, January 19th from 7 p.m. and refreshments will be available. The Powder Monkeys Explorer Sea Scouts based in Uplyme raised more than £600 for their unit through a Christmas tree collection last weekend. The Scouts helped to collect and recycle more than 100 trees from Lyme Regis and Uplyme. It was the second year they had run this service, which has doubled in popularity compared to last year and was completed despite the torrential weather conditions. The weather washed out most of the local football fixtures yet again last weekend. The only match played in the Devon and Exeter Premier Division on Saturday was the Alphington-Sidmouth Town clash, which ended in a 3-3 draw. The match escaped the worst of the weather and was played on the artificial pitch at Exwick Sports Hub. It was only the second game this season in which leaders Alphington have dropped points, and that reduces their lead over second place Exeter University to 9 points, but the students have 2 games in hand. There was no chance of third place Lyme Regis Firsts playing their home game against Crediton United. Although they were left kicking their heels again, the Seasiders stay in third place on the same number of points as University. Lyme manager Julian Simia didn't give his squad the whole afternoon off. In a bid to keep up their fitness levels, the Lyme players took advantage of the 4G facilities in Axminster for a 6-a-side run-out. Tomorrow, Lyme are due to travel to Kentisbeare, followed by a home match against the same side the following week. To maintain their challenge at the top of the Premier Division, the Seasiders are looking for maximum points, as Kentisbeare are only 3 games behind them with 2 games in hand. Another big threat to Lyme will be Elmore, who have only played 5 games, and the Tiverton side could well overtake Lyme on points when they catch up on their fixtures. Lyme Reserves are at home to South Seal United in Devon Exeter Division 3, but it is almost certain that the day before ground will be unfit to play, with heavy rain forecast again for tonight. Lyme travelled to Exeter United, bottom of Division 4, and should be capable of kick-starting their season after an indifferent spell. Lyme seconds are at home to Merriott Moretti in the Bill Bailey Cup with a 2 p.m. kick-off. Charmouth Firsts are at home in Perry Street Division 1 to Shepton Beecham Reserves, who sit one place above the Robins in the league. Dorset footballing circles were shocked to hear this week that Portland Town First team, who play in the Dorset Senior League, had applied to withdraw from the 2022-23 season. LymeOnline understands that their reserves team wishes to continue in Dorset League Division 4, and there are rumours that the club is in talks with Crossway Spitfires in Division 3 for next season. A senior source at the club said a lack of commitment from the players was the reason why they were pulling the first team. The Marine Theatre in Lyme Regis will be screening Baz Luhrmann's hit film Elvis, following the life of the American rock and roll star, on Saturday night with doors opening at 6:30 p.m. The Nag's Head will also be hosting live music from 9 p.m. and on Sunday the Marine will hold its monthly Jazz in the Bar night, opening at 7 p.m, this month with saxophonist Neil Mayer and pianist Philip Clouts celebrating the music of Charlie Parker. Sunny intervals are forecast throughout the day today, although heavy winds are expected until later this afternoon, returning in the early hours of Saturday morning, along with rain that is expected to continue through to the afternoon. More showers and strong winds are also forecast on Sunday, with temperature highs this weekend of 12 degrees. Thanks for watching LymeOnline's video news bulletins. You can find the latest local news on our website throughout the week. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or sign up to our free weekly newsletter to ensure you never miss a thing. Have a great weekend.